is the first day of hurricane seasons. Question, are you getting ready?
Living on the Gulf Coast, many of you have insurance coverage for when a storm hits, but what happens after the storm when you have to file a claim?
Fox 26 business reporter Tom Ziska is here to get some answers. Hey, Tom.
Jose Rita, good morning to you. Forecasters predicting a fairly calm season. Fingers crossed. It can change with just one storm. Doesn't have to be a hurricane. It can be a tropical storm. We have seen that over the years. Certainly, look at what we saw just this last week. Here to talk about it, attorney Nyanza Moore with the Moore Law Group joining us this morning. You specialize in talking to insurance companies.
That's it. Well, I specialize in fighting the insurance companies.
Well, that's what I meant. That was a nice way of saying that.
I know.
On behalf of people who can't have that conversation on their own.
Absolutely. Or they can have the conversation. See, as a homeowner or a commercial property owner, you have the initial conversation with your carrier when you file your claim. So once you file your claim, the carrier is going to send out an adjuster to assess your damage. If you've already destroyed your damaged property, let's take for instance the water that came through from...
Just this past week is a perfect example of what to do and what not to do, isn't it?
And what not to do first. What you need to do, you can go ahead and take care of your property. Your job is to first mitigate the damage. Go ahead, get your home locked up so that it's secure. Do anything to get the water out on your own. The property that was damaged by the water, that's what you need to go ahead and put inside of a pod. Don't just throw it out on the curb in the front.
Like a lot of people are doing, just piling everything.
Oh, my goodness.
Don't do it. You say that's getting rid of evidence.
That's getting rid of your evidence. And here's the thing. Just because something was water damaged, or let's say if we had this table here and there was about a foot of water, well, the foot of water may not have damaged the whole table because it's up on legs. So if you put the table out on the curb, then there's going to be more rain like we had this past weekend, and now it's going to be completely destroyed. But your carrier still has not sent the adjuster out to assess your damage. Your contents in your home are so important to you, and they're important to being able to substantiate your claim. So if you put them out there and they're just sitting out on the curb, they're going to get mildewed, they're going to get more water damage and weather damage.
And you're not going to get paid for it.
And you're not going to get paid.
So real quickly, we only have about a half minute left here, but if a storm comes, as we saw this past week, or there's a hurricane, how much do you need to expect that an insurance company is going to try to mitigate how much they have to write a check to you?
Oh, we can expect them to mitigate all the way down to the last penny. So if the carrier comes out 3 days from the date that you file your claim, you can expect that you better save every single piece of property and do everything to preserve what you have to show them this is exactly why I'm entitled to this dollar amount. Because their job is to say, hey, that was just damage, it wasn't destroyed. But when you place it out on the curb, you destroyed it.
It is a good practice this past week for what we hope we don't have to go through.
I hope
with
not.
Hurricane season, but you need to be prepared. Nyanza Moore, that's one element. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Send it over to you, Rita.
All right, thanks, Tom.